Hey there, Marina here, Let It Go Laugh and Leap Forward. It's night time, and I wanted to do a video today, but the day got away, and I still want to do a video, so here I am. I started thinking about the term let it go. This comes up a lot with client sessions. I've seen it with others in videos about not knowing how to let something go, and also the term let it go, what it means, the misconceptions about what it's supposed to mean, and what it means to different people. For a long time, when I thought of the term let it go, I was thinking about, for example, having this pen in my hand and dropping it. I let it go. So let's say this pen is my emotion, something I really don't want in my life. Maybe I'm feeling a lot of anger or resentment or sadness, worry. I used to be depressed a lot. And I thought, okay, so if letting go means this pen, I'm going to let it go. It's not who I am. This is just a feeling I have, and I'm going to drop it. Then it's an action. It's something that I still feel like I need to do. And oftentimes people ask me, how do I let this go? It comes up a lot in sessions. What am I supposed to do? What does that mean to let something go? Often the term let it go can also be assumed that it's kind of like a defeat, a surrender in a defeat kind of way. That if I let something go, the other person wins over me, for example. But anyway, oftentimes the term let it go is assumed with this concept of basically you're focused on something, and you're focused on it so much that it consumes you, and that's all you can think about, and then therefore you feel all these things, and it's very uncomfortable, and yet you're wondering why your life isn't turning out differently. But you're so focused on this thing that you don't want, you're continually holding on to it, like I'm holding on to this pen. But anyway, today I thought of letting go a bit differently. The way I see let it go now is basically, let's say I have this feeling sitting inside here, and I start thinking about, why is it here? It must be sadness. This is how I feel when I feel sad. Or this feeling is here every time I'm anxious. This is how I know how I feel anxious. So again, we don't have a problem unless we feel it or somehow know it to be true for us in this moment. But imagine this, instead of the whole dropping concept of dropping the pen, dropping the emotion, I'm looking at let it go more like, here's the sensation, it's here. In this very moment, there's nothing else that's real. I'm sitting in this room, and if I feel bad, it's something that's here that I've created based on whether it's my thinking just a little while ago, or it's just a sensation that I know how to feel, or it could just be here. It could just be here, maybe for no reason at all, although I don't believe that's true. But anyway, if you're focusing on a sensation that you're not comfortable with and you don't want to be there, I like to also rephrase it as, it's okay for it to be here. It's okay for the sensation to come up. It's here because it wants to go. So I let it. I let this feeling go. I let the sensation move through me and leave. Because here's the thing, when we are grasping onto something, especially if I have this feeling and I attach all these stories to it of why I'm feeling this way, attached to how I'm justified to feel this way, or even trying to explain to someone else I am sad and this is why I'm sad and I feel this feeling and therefore I'm going to lay in bed all day, and justifying the whole story around why this feeling is here and trying to make it okay that it's here. Why don't we skip that whole step of the storytelling and just sit with that feeling? Just sit there with it, look at it, focus on it, even welcome it, let it be here in your moment. And the moment you do that without resistance, the moment you allow it, basically you allow it to come. You allow it to come up, allow it to come up even stronger, because that's normally our fear, is that if it gets stronger than this, we won't be able to handle it. So we have to try to explain it away, try to soothe it away. We protect it too with these stories because we're so identified with these stories of why this is here and why we are the way we are. But if we just focus on these feelings, we just focus on the sensation in our body that we label as something, whether it's a word or a story, a whole story. If we just focus on this feeling and we just sit with it and allow it and say hello to it, it will dissolve and fade away and go. There's no resistance, there's no clinging, there's no reasons, there's no thinking about it. It's just direct experiencing in our body what we're feeling. And when we do this, I'm saying we, I've done it with clients, I'm saying it as me, and I'm inviting you to try it. Sit with the feeling, allow it to be there, and notice that it will shift. No resistance, no labeling that it's bad or good or anything. Just allow it to be there. And then, when you ask yourself, can I let this go? Or, if you're tapping in fast EFT, and you say, let it go, it's not so much an action on your part. It's more that let it go, let go of me. And if I think about it this way, for me, it makes a lot of sense. It's not about me doing something. It's about me being able to face it, face the emotion, and tapping is a wonderful way because you're aiming at it and you're looking at it and you're allowing yourself to feel it, but then you distract yourself. It's another way, I could say it like that. It's kind of a distracting yourself, bringing yourself back into the moment, into the now, breaking up that feeling. So when you're breaking it up, after you go through a round, when you look at it again, it's harder to find. But you can also just sit with it too, and you can just play with this, with tapping and also just sitting with it and see how much you can handle. If it's really out of control, tapping is very, very helpful. But what I've found over the years now is that sometimes it really is enough if I just sit with it and notice the sensation that I'm trying to avoid and let it be there, let it be okay. It's okay to feel this so it can go. It's okay to feel this so it can tell me what I need to know, and then it'll go. I let it go. I let it leave. Bye-bye. So these are my thoughts about letting go. Wondering what you think about it, whether you're a fast EFT or a tapper or not. What does letting go mean to you? The words let it go. And even as a metaphor, what is a metaphor for you for let it go? For some people it's an embrace, like being hugged and completely being able to surrender into that hug. It's a beautiful way, like to relax into this feeling. Balloons in the sky, flying far, far away. There's many, many more, but I'm curious what you think. What's a good metaphor for you? What does letting go mean to you? Is it an action? Or is it something that is different than that? Thanks so much for your attention. Have a beautiful night and day.